2 of Real Estate Agents Driving in Cars, Looking at Mansions, sort of. And today, we've got Shaun Radcliffe, and we have a really, really cool car. We have a 2018 Escalade Platinum Edition. Check that out. This car has a giant V8 in it, 420 horsepower, running boards that pop out when you turn the car on, massage chairs in the seats, an ice box in the car. It's pretty rad wheels on it too. It's a little dirty, but you know, we're not perfectionists on the show. So we're gonna go inside and grab Shaun, and then we're gonna go check out a really great house. At our Yorba Linda office. And we are going to find Shaun. He's got a big team. We're gonna grab him. There he is. Shaun.
Hey.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
He's right in the middle of a transaction. So yeah, just drop everything you're doing for me.
No problem.
All right. Okay. So everybody, this is Shaun Radcliffe. Been in the business for
8 years.
8 years. When I started with Shaun, probably about 2 years ago, you were doing 24 units, and now this year
We're on track to do 60 units.
60. So that's a big deal,
Yeah.
especially in Orange County. So Shaun, dresses fancy. So,
I gotta keep up with you.
Right. So So we got a really cool car for him. I've already showed you guys the car, so let's surprise Shaun with the car he gets to ride in today.
Okay, let's take a look.
Come on out. All right, here you go. It's a 2018 Cadillac Platinum Edition with a personalized plate that says "Well made."
That's my car.
Yeah. Well, the production the production value on my show is a little off, and
Okay. Well, how did you get my keys?
I went into your office when you weren't looking and snatched them off your desk and pulled it up here. But it's a great car, right?
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a great daily driver.
Can I drive it?
Absolutely.
Do the
Let's
show?
go.
All right, let's
do
go. All right, here we are with Shaun. We're gonna go check out. What was it? 3890? No, 3988 Sage Drive.
Mm-hmm.
It's another one of our agents' listings. It's $2 million, so it's pretty cool. She's gonna have that open for us today.
Perfect.
We are in Shaun's car because Shaun's a baller. Were you always a baller?
No, hard work.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Oh,
Well, I already know a lot about you. Just tell me.
Yeah.
Tell me the things I don't know. Like, where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Corona, actually, just off of McKinley, and went to high school, Norco High School. At that time,
So Corona, then you moved over to Norco.
No. At that time, you could transfer schools because I should have gone to a different school, but my parents wanted me to go to Norco. So it was in Corona. Norco's just on the other side of Corona. It actually stands for North Corona, Norco.
Oh, okay, got it.
So went to high school there, and then after high school went to Cal State San Bernardino. Did the 5-year deal there.
The 5-year.
Yeah, and got a degree in marketing.
That was the partying years.
Yeah, fraternity and just kind of, Cal State program. Not any rush to get out, so got out of there and then went into a manufacturing rep position. So I was a manufacturer rep for a steel stud company. So I had.
So that sounds like sales.
Yeah.
By the way. Yeah.
100%. So I'd call on distributors that would buy steel studs and exterior lath and those kind of building products that you'd see in commercial buildings. And
then what made you become a real estate agent?
So I ended up getting hired by one of my distributors and then left the whole business completely. I was running a sales team and just wanted to do sales for myself.
So that's the perfect way that we all get in. We get fired
right
at whatever we're doing, and we're like, geez, how do I just work for myself? I'm going to become a real estate agent.
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
So and never looked back. It's been a great opportunity. Got in when the market was soft. A lot of doubt, obviously, after the crash.
So you were in after 2008? Is
Yeah.
when you what year?
2011.
2011.
Yeah.
Okay.
And didn't sell anything.
So it was just slow. I remember it being kind of just a slow rise then. It was slow, but so what I mean by slow, the volume sales were down. It was hard to make a deal.
There was a lot of there was a lot of inventory, still a lot of REOs, a lot of doubt in the market. People, some people were buying. There was a lot of investors still aggressively buying and putting homes on the market, but not a lot of consumers for single home or single family use were out there buying. So
so how did you build your business? Or was it slow? Was it like many years of learning, like I'm almost going to fail type of thing, or did it get good quick?
No, it didn't happen quick, but every 6 months, doubled the previous 6 months. A lot of SOI, and a lot of open houses, good old-fashioned sweat equity, door knocking, just getting out in front of people, networking.
Yeah.
But my business has always been based on a couple things, and that's trust, reliability, and our relentlessly caring for our clients, and that has helped grow our business with our influence, not only in amongst our past clients and personal friends, but when we do our open houses, I think that shows, and that allows people to understand what the difference is between us and a different agent.
Yeah, so you're flash forwarding a little bit. Mm-hmm. You're independent agent, and then now we should say you have a pretty powerful team. It's Radcliffe and Associates.
Correct. Yeah. So
How many years ago did you form the team?
2 years ago.
And why go team and not stay independent?
Yeah, that's a great question. A couple things was going back to client. The client expectation and just the way that the client experience, making sure that we could handle volume and make sure that every single client felt like they were our only client.
So just for the technical stuff, for any real estate agent that might be watching this or whatnot, what were the factors that allowed you to make the transition to the team? What were the numbers? Were you like number of transactions? Were you losing deals? Did you have too many open houses to handle? What caused you to make the decision? So
too many listings and only one of me, so I could only be at one open house at a time. And then also so I felt that we were not capturing buyers, or it wasn't a good representation of having consistency as I would let
and like your brand and your mission.
Well, even at an open house, for example, we'd have other agents in the office do the open house, but they don't do it the same way that I would do it.
Right.
And they're seasoned agents and they have their own way of doing it. So I wanted consistency amongst amongst everything that we did, where it felt the same, looked the same, and had the same great result.
And that was at about, if I remember correctly, because I believe I was there then with you. That was at about 24 units.
A little less than that. I think it was like we were teetering on like 19 units, 19 to 20.
What was your average sales price then? Do you remember?
I don't recall that, but it's probably was right around 600,000.
And it's gone up since then.
Yeah, we're in the 750 range now.
Right.
And we still, and we still have a handful of sales that happen in the Corona and Inland Empire. And then obviously we have our $1 million sales out in Orange County. So as long as we can service the client, we'll take it all. So we'll do $396,000 condo in Claremont, and we'll do $2.2 million home in Villa Park.
So when I met you, it was somewhere just less than 24 transactions. You were considering growing the team. Now we're going to go on 60 units this year. So 2 years later, we're up to 60. So that's about 2.5 times bigger, 3 times bigger. Super successful. So give me some of the numbers. I remember going back to where you were and where you are. I coached you a little bit in the beginning. Now you do have a Tom Ferry coach now, right?
Correct.
And I'm big on the database, building the relationships and all. And I was talking about getting a couple thousand in your database.
Right.
And to me, that's directly relational to production. So tell me about your database now. Tell me about how you work it. You were just telling me about a baseball game before we left. So how many in your database?
So we have 3,400 people in our database.
Okay.
And our goal is to get that to 10,000. And we have a full-time inside salesperson that calls all of our leads. We do a bit of internet leads, and then obviously all of our open house leads go in there. We do circle dialing around our listings, expireds, for sale by owner, and then obviously our good old-fashioned sphere of influence past clients are in there.
So So when we're talking just sphere of influence in those relationships, you know, I'm usually preaching somewhere about 83% of all transactions come from repeat and referral. What portion of your business is repeat and referral?
Right now,
above 50?
It's right about 50%.
So you're still doing that massive lead generation, but using the database to do it.
Correct.
And so because of the massive lead gen, about 50% of your business is non-database, new leads.
Correct.
And then I also know that over the last year you've done some really cool things with your database to continue to build those relationships. One was, because I want to talk about two things because I thought they were fantastic. One was a Temecula wine trip, and then tell me about the baseball game second. But tell me about the wine trip first.
Yeah, so we do we do a handful of client appreciations events each year, and we've done the Temecula wine tour. We had 50 people on two different smaller sized buses, and picked them up at the Yorba Linda office, and we went out to 3 different wineries, and then also did a catered lunch, and spent the day tasting wine. That's one of ours. We've done the local Anaheim breweries. So we did a brew. We called it a Rad Brew Tour, and we did 4 different breweries, and once again shuttled everybody on a bus so everybody can enjoy themselves. And then we always do the Angels game, and so this year. Last year we had over 250 people, but it got a little big. This year we have 200 people, and
so 200 of your best clients are coming with you to an Angels game.
Yep, September 13th.
And that's before they move to Long Beach, so we're really screwed.
Yeah, so that's September 13th, and we'll have a little tailgate party to start off, have everybody mingle, and then we will be enjoying the game on a Friday night.
That's awesome. Let's do it. Let's check out our mansion.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, Shaun.
Hey, Rachel. Hey.
Nice to see you.
Oh, wow. Good to see you.
Hi.
That's my hand shaking Rachel's hand. Thanks, Rachel. So Rachel's one of our top agents. She handles a lot of the high-end, high net worth clients, and this looks like it has, in addition to this entryway, it looks like it's this seriously amazing view out there. So let's check it out.
We have a very nice canyon view.
Yeah, I love the tile actually.
This is called Pillow Edge Travel Kit. Okay, I'm interviewing you soon, Rachel, on an upcoming episode. Thank you. We'll head back to the office, get you back to work.
Perfect.
All right. So I'm going to switch subjects really quick because I just thought of it. So you have a $9,000 printer, a $9,000 personal printer. I'm going to let you know.
Yeah.
We have one of the biggest Coldwell Banker offices in Southern California. We've got 2 stories, we've got 10,000 square feet, we've got hundreds and hundreds of agents, we dominate the area, blah, blah, blah. So we have the money to have 3 giant printing stations with these incredible printers, but Shaun goes out and buys a $9,000 personal printer.
Well,
It's
a little bit different type of printer. So we send out a lot of mail, and we found that when we, even to our past clients and things, when we put a label on there and we just stick it, a lot of the stuff got in the trash. So we're very much about getting our mail opened and making sure that our clients and the people, our geographic farms, are looking at our content. So we have a printer that holds a pen and will hand write all of our addresses on envelopes.
And this thing, because I remember the story a little bit, is not like mass produced. Some guy hand makes a printer that hand writes.
But it's taken our open rate from sometimes down in the 20% to 75%.
Because it's a handwritten note.
It's a handwritten
and a handwritten envelope.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and we take the extra step too. I mean, we don't use the little flag stamps. We go out and get the Elvises or Aretha Franklin and those type of stamps. So it looks like somebody's sending you something that's not mass produced.
On open houses, do you guys have a special strategy that you guys do with your open houses with the team, like a certain system that you follow?
Yeah, so we do a lot of pre-launch as far as good old-fashioned door knocking, letting the neighbors know. We also use a social media campaign, so that the area is blanketed through Facebook and Instagram, LinkedIn. We also will send it through our database, and we can do what's called reverse prospecting, so we can see the buyers that we have that have like search criteria, and we'll send it to them. And then we also are doing a lot of themed type of open houses. So we did an ice cream truck last month. Next month we're going to be doing a taco party. So just different fun things to keep it fun and fresh and different. I love it.
We started on a personal note, going to Norco High School, and I want to end on a personal note because you became a dad about a year ago, right?
Yeah, 15 months ago.
So how do you do it? I asked Jamie the other day about energy.
Yeah.
And I have to. I'm super conscious of my energy because I actually am human. I don't know. She's superhuman. She just doesn't get tired.
Yeah.
Now you got a baby.
Yep.
Right? You got an incredible wife.
Yep.
You've got the business that has tripled, and then we're going for another triple.
Right.
Within a few. How do you do it? Well, how do you do the energy part?
Yeah. So in our house, my wife and I, we have our 2019 goals in the garage, where we get ready, and we look at those goals daily.
You get ready in the garage?
No, but when we leave,
okay.
We go through the garage. But we look at the goals daily. I wake up, or I'm up at 4 a.m. so I can get my workout in, spend a little time, planning or thinking about my day. Yeah. And then my role, as far as with Presley, is I do the morning shift. Like when she wakes up, Lacey gets ready, and I'm spending morning with her and get her started, and then I put her to bed. And then we have family time, or couple time after Presley goes to bed, so we make sure that our relationship is strong.
Right.
But just really planning our day, and then and checking in with our goals on a daily basis, because we didn't want parenthood to set us back or to be hindrance on what our goals were as individuals, as a couple, and what we wanted for a family.
Dude, you're one of the best. I'm gonna just look in the camera there, give him like a bro hug. Thanks, Shaun Radcliffe. Let's go. I'll let you in, like I would my significant other. Awesome. The music's already playing, man. Here we go. All right.